friends, today we're going to be making our first part of our egg carton treasure box. So what you're going to need is an egg carton cut in half, or if you have the 6 egg carton at home, that's perfect size. You just want half the egg carton. I already cut mine down the middle. And you can use crayons if you have the cardboard egg carton, because mine is the styrofoam type of egg carton. The crayons will not show up, but you can definitely use markers to decorate if you have at home and you would like. But I'm going to be using a method of art called decoupage. Can you say decoupage? That's right. So this type of method takes little strips of paper. So I cut up a whole bunch in this plastic plate, and this is great cutting practice, getting any type of paper you have, newspaper, magazines, construction paper, tissue paper, any type of paper, any type of spare paper you have laying around. Take those and cut them up nice and small. These are some of my bigger pieces. These are kind of like stripes, but I have really tiny pieces in here. Let me grab a few. These are some of my smaller pieces. I don't know if my friends can see. They're very tiny. That one fell, but I have very tiny small pieces in here. This project will take some patience, and it's going to take a while to create. So I would suggest starting this project today, coming back to it maybe on the weekend if you have time, and then the second part will be up next week. So what you're going to do is take your glue, and I think we're going to start with the inside. So open up your egg carton, start with the inside. I usually start at the top. So I'm going to flip this over so you guys can see. I'm going to start at the top where it's nice and flat. I'm going to put some glue in one tiny section. You can squeeze the glue like this. You can put the glue in a plate and use a paintbrush and brush some on, whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to show you. I put one long strip of glue. Then I'm going to start taking my cut pieces of paper and just pasting it right inside. Going to take another piece. And these pieces of paper do not have to match in color. They do not have to match in shape. The fun of decoupage is taking something completely, totally different and making it one beautiful piece of work. So that's my first stripe there. And then I'm going to go to the next stripe. I'm going to take some more glue and make a line of glue right next to it. I'll show my friends. See that white right next to that paper? That's going to be our start of our new stripe. And I'm going to take small pieces of paper and start gluing it down. This can start getting messy because the glue will start sticking. So if you guys prefer to use your paint brushes, that's totally fine. That would help with the mess factor. But as always, make sure you spread something down so that you're not making too much of a mess around the house. And these pieces can overlap. If it's too big, you picked up a piece that's too big for the area that you're trying to fill. I'll show you in mine. I'll bring it a little closer. As you can see, some of my pieces are starting to overlap, and that's totally okay. So the first part of this project is filling up the whole inside of your treasure box with this decoupage, just like this. So keep gluing down stripes of glue right next to the paper that you put down, just like that. And keep gluing more pieces of paper. And I'm going to end this video right here, but I'm going to add a small snippet of what the inside of the box should look like when you're all done with this first part of treasure box making. All right, my friends, so once you're all done with the inside, it should look something like that. Ta-da! And if my friends want, they can also decorate the bottom part and inside the little cup pieces, but I'm not going to because I like that to be bare when I use my treasure box. When I close it up and open it, I can see all my treasure without any lots of paper and glue in there. But this is what the inside will look like when you're all done. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and stay tuned for part 2. And make sure when you're decoupaging the inside, you do not fill up, I don't know if you guys can see, this little hole. Do not glue anything right there, because that needs to be open so that when you use your treasure box, it can close and open back up. All right, bye-bye, friends.